Hey, morning, and welcome to a foundational edition of 7-Figure Business Secrets. Morning, how are you doing? Hope you're all awake, and hope you've had a good evening and you're fired up and you're ready to go today. So this morning, just wanted to update you with I had a really cool weekend. Actually went up to Donegal, which is like northwest Ireland. Really scenic. If you've ever heard of the Wide Atlantic Way, it's part of that. So you have basically mountains and grey and gorse and yellows and heathers and cliffs all against the Atlantic Ocean, and just really scenic, very pretty area. But didn't go there for the scenery. Went there because my wife and all of her cousins decided to go and meet up. So that was it. Donegal, northwest Ireland, which is originally where her mother and her family was from. And so we drove up there. It was about a 3-hour drive for us from Dublin. And got to meet all of the cousins. Actually, it's a really cool idea because it's we're sort of all at the age where we meet each other at funerals and weddings and nothing in between. You know how it is. So it's really good to meet everyone on just a happy occasion. And she's loads of cousins. Her mother was one of something huge, like 12 or 13. Exactly, good old Irish family back then. So got to meet up. And the reason I'm telling you this is that I had a very interesting conversation with one of her cousins, and basically we were chatting about what we're doing and how we're getting on and everything, and it's just she was asking me about the videos and the podcasts and how they're all going and just the ones that she'd watched and what she'd taken out of them. So it's a fascinating, like proper customer feedback. So it's cool. And but she started asking me about her job and what she's doing, and basically what she does, she works in a lab in a hospital, and her job is to do the tests and to spot things and analyze bloods and all those types of things. And she was saying today, it's unfortunate because what you're teaching would never work for me. I'd love to set up my own business, but I can't because I can't go and do blood samples from a beach, which is her direct quote. and I thought about it for about 5 seconds and said, actually, I think you're looking at this slightly wrong, and started explaining to her about business models, and business models is actually the foundational aspect of a business. And it's the thing that a lot of people miss, is that as a business owner, what you're actually doing is you're pulling together resources, all different types of resources, and you're putting them together in your own way, and you're putting your own process in place to actually go and fix someone's problem. But actually, problems can be fixed in many different ways. So let's take the example, I need to get bread from the shop, well, there's a whole pile of ways that as a business owner you could help someone get bread from the shop. So first of all, you could maybe you're in signage. You decide, actually, I'll show them. I'll give them little maps or signs along the road to show them how to get to the shop. Or I manufacture sneakers. They're the best things for walking to the shop. Or I actually manufacture cars that you can drive, or motorbikes, or buses, or maybe I'm into public transport to get people from A to B. Or maybe I'm the actual shop themselves, and I'll actually go and deliver my goods to you. So I'll have a van, you just phone up and I'll deliver it for you. Or maybe I'm a taxi service and I'll actually pop to your house. Or maybe I'm Uber. So you get the point. You can actually, the whole point of the whole problem about how do I get myself to where the bread is and get the bread back to home can be solved in many different ways. And that's all those different ways are different types of business models. So for example, Uber, their way of solving the problem is not for they themselves to go and drive you from A to B, but to get someone to go and drive you from A to B on their behalf. And the taxi driver would be someone who actually does it from A to B. So you get the note about business models. So we started exploring her and her business models, and again in about 3 or 4 minutes we came up with a pile of them. So the obvious one is rather than her work in a hospital and do all this, why doesn't she actually set up her own clinic, her own lab, where the samples can go in there? She has a team of people who works them, and she actually manages this from off-site. Maybe she's got 2 or 3 clinics, so the big job, and she can do this from the beach if she wants to, because she just needs a phone and needs to pop into the office or into the lab every now and again. So that was one business model. The second one is maybe actually she is not involved in the lab at all. Maybe what she is she's a consultant on how to do this. So she goes into labs and sets up the processes and systems for them, and just does all that and makes sure that a hospital's lab is fully set up and the people are trained. So she'd be able to once a week go into a lab, and then the second week she'd be able to sit on the beach and sun herself, because it's quite a well-paying solution-based role. Yeah, so a bit like a consultant. The third one, maybe she could do she could be the quality person. So she could be an independent expert, where if you've got a test that you're not quite sure of, the result you're not quite sure of, you email her the results, and she's there on the beach with her laptop, opens it up, has a look, and gives an independent assessment. And another variation of that is she could be an independent quality assurance person. So she logs into all the hospital records once or twice a day from her beach, of course, and checks to see how the results are going and whether the quality of checks is there. Just gives a reassurance to patients and the management team that the level of quality on the checks has all been done. So we could put loads more, but these are all in about 3 or 4 minutes, and they're all solving the same problem, but just in different ways, or solving different parts of the problem. But the important thing of what I want you guys to get out of this today is that whatever problem you're solving, right, you can solve the problem in many, many, many different ways. You don't have, if you're going to set up a shop, you don't have to be the person who's behind the till 24/7. Yeah, you can hire people to do that. Yeah, and if you're going to hire people, it means that your business model, you need to have enough profits and money to afford to be able to hire people. But if that's what you want, you can go and design your business to suit your lifestyle. So just like my wife's cousin, she can actually go and figure out a business model that'll suit her lifestyle before she even starts offering products and services. So it's one of the foundational things to think about when you're actually setting up a business. If you take my business, I actually have membership sites, I have online training, I have all these things that actually I can deliver from anywhere in the world. And it allows a whole pile of really cool things. It allows me to actually connect people all around the world, because let's face it, business is business, ideas are ideas, problems are problems, and the more that we can share how someone has solved a particular problem somewhere else in the world, the more we can sort of cross-pollinate, and the better it is. So my business model is set up for directly that. It allows people to connect with all different sorts of ideas from around the world. And that was a very deliberate strategy. I could have gone into having local classrooms, but it wouldn't be as valuable. It just wouldn't be as valuable as well, and it would tie me geographically to just one location. So it's not what I want. I like traveling, so it wasn't for me. So thinking about your own ideas and your businesses, what is the type of model you'd like? How would you like your revenue to come in? Where would you like to be based? All of those type of things. Think about it, and once you figure them out, then start selecting how you design your business, how you design your processes in a way to actually solve your customers' problems, but solve them in a way that suits you and your lifestyle too. Right, that's my foundational chat. No doubt we'll be getting into loads of different business models, and I'll share with you over the next few months all different types of ways that people are earning money that you'd never even think of, and you look at straight away, go, wow, actually, do you know what, I could borrow a bit of that from my business idea. Right, hope that helps, and I should talk to you soon. Don't forget to leave a review. What I really would love is comments on whether you found this useful, what more you'd like. That really helps me gauge what type of content you need and to basically make it for you. Cool. Okay, have a great day and see you later. Bye.